Listen, brother, with your ears against the ground. Sister, take my hand and tell me how to live. If you could trace my bloodlines, what would you find are the sins of my forefathers, sins of mine.
We're back at the beautiful Montebello Islands, 174 small limestone and rock sand islands situated 60 nautical miles from mainland northwestern Australia. These uninhabited islands form part of a marine conservation area, but if you watched our earlier episode recorded here featuring some hammerhead action, you will know that this area was once the site of 3 plutonium atmospheric nuclear bomb tests in the 1950s. There are warning signs scattered along some of the beaches to remind visitors to be aware of the possible heightened radiation levels. Likewise, the island displays features of their past. Military relics and buildings are still evident today. As we sailed the southern end of Tremule Island on our entry to the Monties yesterday, we noticed a concrete bunker on the hill and thought it warranted some further investigation. It looks so beautiful. The sea is so blue.
Isn't it incredible?
And so pretty. Absolute perfect place to let off a bomb, I say.
Yep, let's do it.
This is where you want to do it.
Ivan's struck on ahead.
No.
Oh, Ivan Declan, the other one.
Yeah.
The other son.
Now we've only bought the expendable one for the radiation.
That's right.
You've got to have priorities, haven't you? Which one should we take?
The
Expendable one.
radiation dump site.
Actually, Ivan hasn't joined us.
Because
And he has a good reason. He has lost his toenail on his big toe.
he's in
Scootering accident. It was very black for a while and he ripped it off last night. So a little bit
discomfort.
delicate for the walk.
Any excuse.
Yeah, exactly. He's on half rations anyway. This concrete bunker was built for the first 1952 bomb test detonation on HMS Plym in Tremule Island Lagoon. Known as Operation Hurricane, we think the bunker housed recording hardware. They wanted to understand the effects of a nuclear blast and the penetration of gamma radiation on objects. Gauges and recording instruments were placed around the detonation area, linked by miles of wire cable that fed back to places like this bunker. Military uniforms and produce were also placed on the island to see how they fared in the blast. Unbelievably, on the neighbouring Hermite Island, they built Operation Control, whose rusty frame still stands 70 years later. So I'm standing in what would have been the viewing building where they watched the bombs go off. It's at the bottom of Hermite Island. It could look out over the bay, watch the destruction taking place. And I mean, this is 70 years ago, still standing. It looks like it wasn't very well insulated from a nuclear bomb, just corrugated iron on the walls, open windows, and unfortunately the roof has fallen in. Most of the roof is here on the ground. Yeah, they didn't put a lot of thought into protecting themselves back then. I guess they didn't think, I don't know what they were thinking. Obviously not that there was a lot of radiation sickness around, or that it could cause a lot of radiation sickness. Once the bomb was detonated, soldiers wearing no visible sign of protective clothing rushed outside and videoed the mushroom cloud that was taking form not more than 6 nautical miles from where they stood, oblivious, it would seem, to the threat of nuclear fallout. What were they thinking? Were they not thinking in the 1950s? Why would you even be anywhere near it? You're only like 5 kilometres away over there. This is a bomb!
Well, the thing is, the fact
Fallout.
that, Rach, the fact that we're standing here too is a little bit.
Yeah, but this is 70
we've been
years
told it's kind of okay now as long as you don't
Well,
more
that's
than
true.
a certain period of time, and yet here we are, kind of believing that. I mean,
That's true.
we're told a lot of things in society, and we just sort of believe it and go, oh yeah, there's some research, there's some proof, but the research is often flawed. The proof is obvious, often dubious if there's agendas behind it.
I know, but these are nuclear bombs we're talking about. I know this is 70 years later, but I mean, the day it goes off, why would you want to be anywhere near it? And I know it was military, and they were told they had to be
Mum, you
here.
want to get a good view.
Yeah,
God.
and exactly what they thought. That's amazing. We got
Would
to
have been
see it. I
amazing
know.
view.
I've watched
they
a
film
video of a
Yep.
of a guy who was 18, and he thought he was on one of the naval ships. He thought it was wonderful. They got to see the big cloud, and they were told to be in the area. I mean,
Can I just say that Declan's standing on a higher... Oh no, he wasn't. He is taller than you, but he wasn't that much
he's a
taller.
lot taller than me.
Oh, let's go!
I'm just a shorty.
Ah! I'm getting...
You may ask yourself, what did the Australian public think about having a nuclear bomb detonated so close to the mainland? Well, the Australian Prime Minister of that time, Robert Menzies, hid from the people the fact that British nuclear weapons were going to be tested on Australian soil, right up until about 2 days before it happened. It was difficult testing out of the Montebellos, so after the third blast, the cost of these operations forced the British to take their testing onto the mainland to Maralinga, Aboriginal land, where testing continued until 1963, with ongoing consequences for the local Indigenous people. So Declan, what just happened?
Well, Ivan and I, Ivan was pulling up the anchor, and we pulled up a big old, well, not that big, but decently sized frame from some building.
Yeah, and being here in the Montebellos,
It's
you can't be
radioactive,
sure.
probably.
My first thing is it radioactive? Is
Yeah.
it a piece of the ship?
We're off the island, off Trimiel Island,
Yeah.
where 2 bombs
I'd rather
were
not touch
were
it
not
if we can
drop
help it.
tested.
I don't know if this is going to be strong enough. Don't want to break it. Oh, that's quite heavy.
I reckon if we, no, what might be better is if we grab the actual anchor and pull that up.
In the meantime, we're drifting that way.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on that.
So the anchor's up, we're drifting, but we're not.
So
I feel like the actual
You know
anchor
what? Why
itself
not drop it down and
just
bring it
drop
up
and see
again?
if we
I
go.
think.
Yeah. I don't want to overload the winch though. Doing that, if it does come up again, we have to, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's not.
I'm just going to see how
It's
it
not
is.
gonna
Can you
overload.
bring it up a touch.
Okay. I think take it, drop
Touch
it
up.
off.
Come on.
Yeah.
You.
So I'll see how heavy it is. So I can twist that off there.
Dad's hand fell off.
Oh, there he is. Look at him. He's so strong.
It's sort of
Dad's
He's
hand
so
fell off later that day.
touch down, just a touch down. Slight touch. Oh, that was a big touch. Oh,
That was quite a bit, so should have done smaller.
Yeah, it's because I'm saying like this.
bring it. I gotta bring that round.
Yeah, that did have
Oh god,
Is it very, very heavy?
it is quite heavy. Maybe if we get the tender, pull the anchor out the side. Dex, can you grab that?
No, yeah. No.
We need to pull the chain.
You know
out
what?
there.
tie her up on the anchor.
Yeah, we need to get on with it. Can't muck around. Oh, we're drifting out, mate. We're drifting out to sea.
That's fine, we've got engines, don't we?
Yeah. Let's get on.
Oh, I don't want to.
It's such a quick job.
Okay.
Oh!
Ooh, that was close.
Nice.
What has happened?
Did you film that?
Yeah, what did you just do?
I just slipped.
That slipped on his own.
Yeah.
Wow.
You need to get it around the loop of the thing. You do. Actually, no, I can pull it up now. You might be able to reach it just right.
Oh, yeah. Hey!
Careful, Peter. Just don't get your hands in that. Okay. You should be able to just pull
back
it.
over.
Yeah, reverse and pull it back. Oh, yeah, okay. You might just. Okay. So if you guys can hold it, pull it. You know, I need you to really pull it sideways, and then. Okay, pull back. Yeah.
Go reverse.
Yeah, that's it. Yay! There she blows!
Well done.
Well done, team! My goodness, Robert,
Oh my god. Look
Robert
at
cut
that.
himself.
Ah!
Could be ready.
Ah! I'm going green.
If you could trace my bloodlines, what would you find are the sins of my forefathers, sins of mine. If you could trace my bloodlines, what would you find?
done pretty well the last month or so catching fish. Granted, 2/3 of those fish were caught by Graham and Bronwyn, guests on our boat. But if you count the snake we also hooked, our average looks much healthier.
We've accidentally hooked one of those snakes too. Oh my goodness, that's not good.
However, the tide is turning. Rob and the boys are dusting off their spear guns. Look out, Montebellos.
Declan and I are going to go hunt and gather for the whole anchorage. We're going to provide for the whole anchorage tonight. We're off hunting and gathering. It's going to be ace.
Brave talk, Robert.
It's brave talk. We're going to do it.
Oh, the fishermen have returned and they've come back early. I can only think they've got...
The anchorage has decided to remain on fasting terms today.
Nothing.
I almost
You bring
got
nothing.
something.
We were close.
I almost got nothing, does not cut the mustard.
Nada. Turns out the anchorage isn't hungry after all. So, Troy has invited me to do a one-on-one training session because he thinks I'm useless at spearfishing.
He doesn't think, Robert, he knows.
He knows I'm useless at spearfishing. We've been here, what, 3 days in Montebello's. I've spearfished at least once, sometimes twice a day, and not like for 10 minutes, like for an hour, hour and a half. I think the longest session was probably 2 hours. Nothing. I've had one shot. I just haven't seen them. He's going to show me how to see them as much as shoot them.
Can I just ask a question? Are you being cool with that? Is that like one of those sticks that you see in films where someone's chewing a stick?
Oh, well, I was using it, but I left them in my mouth. I'll get rid of this because someone's got to do dishes. Anyway, it's going to be a 101. Even though I've got a coral trout, a good size, you may recall, good size coral trout that we all dined out on, I still need some lessons apparently. Righto, I'm off. See you later.
Tell us the secret. I take it from your hand signals you actually caught something today. Oh dear. What was it?
Wait for it.
Wait for it, wait for it. Come on, Robert.
So I've got a question for you.
Ooh, what's that?
Did I catch that?
Spear through the eye.
Oh, spear through the eye.
It was a headshot.
Oh, that is,
Yeah, that's a bit gruesome.
that is pretty gruesome.
But it's still a headshot. Or did I catch that one?
I'm going to guess that the one in the back is you.
What was your line?
Hey?
What was your line?
Kiwi headshot.
Oh, the Kiwi headshot. Look at that. Now that is a shot.
How did it
That
stay
poor
That
on?
was going to
fish.
disable that thing for sure. It's like going for the Achilles tendon.
Maybe, I don't know.
Ow.
Oh
That
yeah.
poor fish, that would have...
So what happened was I had a fish like this lined up in my sights.
Oh
like,
dear.
It was probably
Is that-
bigger than this, and it was
yeah.
like right in my sights. And I went to pull the trigger, and he shot through, and I shot the guy behind him.
Wow.
There's a lot of them down there. Yeah. They're
Wow.
everywhere. I couldn't miss. I could have done a blind shot. And no.
Yeah. You probably,
Wasn't that bad.
with the blind shot, you might have done better as well.
I've done better.
Well, what do you reckon, mate? That was a pretty successful outing.
It was awesome. So it was fantastic fun.
They say if you give a man a fish, he's probably a Kiwi catamaran owner. But teach a man to fish and he'll stop bugging you.
Yeah, that's right.
So, we found some ground. Rob was just saying like he might not have looked at it the same way before, but it's nice to go on a bend and we could see it was dark. And there was old pearl farm bits and pieces there. So
Yeah.
any man-made structure really. Like,
Seriously, he's right. I wouldn't have picked it at all. There were fish everywhere. It was amazing. Yeah, it was really amazing. So from the people who brought us eating lobster semen, lobster sperm, they now bring us eating river trout, coral trout liver. And apparently you can eat it raw.
Probably really good for you, but
Really
lots
good
of
for you.
things are it tastes like raw.
Yeah.
Tastes like oysters.
No.
Or not.
Does it?
The fishy.
Does it taste salty?
You don't have to eat it all.
It does taste like oysters actually.
Same texture?
No,
Kind of slimy
Not
or-
until.
less like boogies.
Yeah.
No, that's the thought of it. It's the thought of it actually is worse than the actual flavour. Flavour's alright.
Medium size.
Well, I'm not going to eat it all. I should, but I'm not going to eat it all.
Perfect timing.
We shall have a little bit more.
What did that have in it? Onions?
It's better cooked,
Is it?
like any liver. Yeah.
I don't know, sashimi. We've been travelling with another boat on and off since we met them at the Rolly Shoals. They're called Chasing Eden, and they're great because they've got us into being punctual with our getting up and getting to the beach and working out. We worked out here, there and everywhere, but today we're anchored off Main Beach on Tremule Island, which is apparently one of the most radioactive beaches. And I can just see them going off to do their exercise and we're supposed to join them. We wanted to get there before them because we've got a Geiger counter and we wanted to check how radioactive the beach was before we jumped up and down on it. Thanks to Nick and his wife on Blue Yonder for lending us their Geiger counter. Lower than low apparently, that reading. But now I'm going to kick it up a bit and see. Well, it went up a notch, but it's still, yeah, that's nothing to worry about.
Let's dig a hole.
Dig a hole? It's got lower. No, it's about the same.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Good to know.
We're all safe. It's good. We can exercise here. So this is my post-workout base, and we've come up the beach to have a look at what it's like up here, and already it's gone up a wee bit. It's now 0.13, which is still normal. And over here is a metal object, and metal objects are supposed to hold the radiation a lot better. It's actually gone down, and it's lower than it was when we were on the beach here. We're not going to die. Well, actually we are going to die, but it won't be from the radiation here. No, it's gone down again.
Okay, well, that's quite reassuring.
0.10. It's very reassuring. There you go, Mum, I'm safe. And Hillary. And anybody else who was worried about us. We're safe. We're not going to die. Look what I just found on the beach. In the sand, a little turtle, he didn't make it. Poor little thing. I wonder why he died so close to the, like, probably very close to where he hatched. Aww. Poor little thing. Oh, look at that eagle up there. Quick, 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 up there, eagle. Beautiful. Wow. And back to the turtle.
I did the thing and now my arm feels itchy.
What happened? What's the thing?
My arm feels itchy. I think I'm radioactive.
I think you're radioactive.
If you enjoyed this episode, please comment, give us a thumbs up, and best of all, share it. It helps us heaps.
Come on, eat it so bad.